Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a random vlog video. So, in my last video, I kind of talked about that I was going up first to Seattle, and I was going to do some retro video game hunting up there. And we hit up a few stores. So it's on my way up to Seattle for work. Good old work. Nothing beats that. But then we stopped at a place in Tacoma on the way there, and then we stopped at a couple places in Seattle. And I'm going to talk about those places a little bit, and then show you what I got. So at the first place we went to, actually let me, oh my lord, hold on.
Hey, how do I press
Is that the last one?
How do I press this?
You can't press it.
Why?
Because it doesn't get pressed. It just means that you have to stand.
Okay, so the first place we went to was Super Smash Games. Here is one of their business cards, and then there's the back of it. Really cool store. I got a couple pictures of them. I didn't really get. I should have just asked to take pictures in the store, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. So there's that one, and then I can't see what I'm doing on my second monitor here. Let me click through these. There's the other scene of it. So really cool store. Whoops, forgetting where I'm at because I can see my mouse on both screens. Really cool store overall. They had just a ton of stuff, like a ridiculous amount of video games from like Ataris and TurboGrafx 16s and other things to Nintendo, all the way up to brand new like PS4 games. They had tons of amiibos and other things. My buddy Clark bought a few more things than I did. God, what did he buy from that store? I don't remember now. I'll show you. Like, there was a lot of cool stuff there, but most of the really cool stuff that I personally would have been interested in, I kind of already owned. Like a lot of old PlayStation RPGs or survival horror, like Silent Hill and stuff from PlayStation 2 days. Anyway, I ended up going with this. I know, like, oh, Final Fantasy X-2, it's a terrible game. The game's not that terrible, but the reason I bought this was because I had a copy of this at one point, and I think somebody borrowed it and then never gave it back. But it was pretty cool because it's in very good shape, had the game manual and everything, which is what's really important to me, is having the game manual and original case, and the case was in like really good condition. It's almost like brand new, which is really awesome. One thing I thought was kind of cool was their receipt. The receipt I thought was really cool because it had their logo on it, which they use like the Nintendo characters on there. Quite obviously, and you can also see that from like their business cards and stuff as well. Again, a really cool store. I had a blast going there. I wish they were closer because I would go back and probably buy more stuff. And that was in. Hi, baby girl. That was in Tacoma. Is there an address on here? Yeah, I think it's right there. Focus. Oh my god, I can't hold still enough. I'll just read it, because I'm an idiot. So it's Tacoma, Washington, 5449 Southwest Tacoma Way. Or South Tacoma Way, sorry.
Daddy.
Okay, thank you. Stop. Okay. Anyway, enough of that.
Please help me.
On to the next one. So, the next place we went, we got to Seattle. Got checked into our hotel for work, and then we went to probably the biggest Goodwill, at least in the Northwest. God, the thing was like massive.
I need this star. Because I need that last star.
Didn't find too many good things there. I found one thing that completely non-game related that my son, I'm giving to him for his birthday. But I did find Final Fantasy VII on PC. God, I'm so dyslexic, so it's hard for me to remember where everything goes. I found Final Fantasy VII on PC, and altogether it was only about $4. It was 4 discs. They were about 99 cents a piece. So about $4 to kind of rebuy this. This was another game that I had They got borrowed and then got lost by the person. It's terrible. That's why I mostly don't let people borrow my games too often. The thing that sucked is because the copy that I had actually had the box and all the manuals and stuff with it, and it sucks to not have that anymore. But I kind of have something to replace it, so that's cool. And then, last but not least, we went to a place called the Pink Gorilla. I'm gonna go back into here and show you a few pictures from that. Whoops. Let's go back. I had a little sign of there. So there's their storefront sign. I thought, well, whoops. Here's the zoom button. I'm still getting used to Windows 10. A really cool place too. I really like their logo and just kind of the environment they create was really neat. So can I not zoom? Can I not zoom out? Or can I not? Oh my god, what is this? Why is this not working now? Why can't I? That's weird. Okay. So here's some pictures of their storefront. They had some really cool stuff. For some reason they had a Nintendo that they painted gold. There's another picture of their storefront. Really, again, really cool storefront stuff. Really cool mascots and stuff. And they had like t-shirts and everything else from their business. The coolest thing though, they had like just a ton of cool stuff, and if I had the money I probably would have dropped well over $100 there. Like some of the things that I saw that I wanted were like Japanese versions of Silent Hill 2 and 3 on the PlayStation 3. And then they also had some of my favorite RPGs from my childhood on the original PlayStation in Japanese, and I bought one of those. Coolest thing, I really want to give a shout out to Pink Gorilla. We went to the one that's on. Here's their receipt. They actually did the same thing, which I thought was really interesting. They have their little logo on there, and then there's their address. It was the International Way location, 601 South King Street, Suite 101C, Seattle, Washington, 98104. I want to give a shout out to the dude that was working there, because they were doing a sale where you had to buy 2 games, and I was only buying 1 game. My buddy Clark was only buying 1 game. I think he bought the Japanese version of Pokemon Heart Soul Silver for the DS, and he was like, "Hey, you know what? I'll give you guys that 20% discount, plus give you a couple rolls of this dice, where you can earn just free stuff." Which I thought was really cool. So I bought a game that was $30. I ended up, I had a hard choice choosing between Final Fantasy VII and Star Ocean. I ended up going with Star Ocean, the second story. Very cool. It was kind of I'm like, oh my god, there's like 3 screens now. All lit up here. Really cool because it's in Japanese. The one I have didn't really come complete with its... I have the English version, which was one of my favorite RPGs of all time, but it didn't come with the manual. And now I have the manual, be it, in Japanese, of course. But still very cool at the same time. I guess it says it's 3 discs, but I know Star Ocean is only 2 discs, and it comes with some demo disc that's in there. Something, again, that I'm probably never going to play. It's just going to be on my shelf and look cool. Even though I do have a modded PlayStation that could play this if I really wanted to, but it being an RPG, I'd probably just sit through and replay the English version. So yeah, the dude let us both get 20% off. So instead of paying $30, I paid like almost $30 because it was plus tax in Seattle. And then we rolled a dice, and whatever color you roll, you get to pick something from a box. My buddy Clark won a poster, which I was a little jealous of, but we each won a free shipping code for the Pink Gorilla website, and then I also won this keychain that I forgot to take off my keys. I'll show it to you here. So it's like a little... This camera's supposed to be really good, but it like blurs out sometimes. Little keychain. It looks a little rusted. No wonder it was one for free. But it's like a little pink Godzilla with a giant Pocky stick, like a samurai or something. Really cool. Again, very cool store. I want to give a shout out to the dude that was working there. They gave us that little bit of discount when he probably didn't need to. He could have just said, "Oh, you're paying full price. I don't care," or got us both to buy 2 games or something ridiculous like that. But yeah, that was kind of my Seattle game treasure adventure. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video, me talking about just random video game stores. I like doing these vlogs and just kind of talking about stuff, so I might do these more often. Especially if I go out and I find anything cool, like at Goodwill's or something else crazy. Maybe do like a weekly show of this if I actually end up getting content for it. So I guess that'll do it for this video. Please feel free in the comments what you think of my finds. What have you guys found at Goodwill's or video game stores that you're super proud of and excited for? Let me know in the comments below so we can talk about it. I love talking about stuff with YouTube viewers and all that good stuff. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to me. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me to have your viewership. And until the next time, be kind to each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.